Welcome back to the show. Plenty more music to come. Now, last week, though, Zoe, you got the chance to catch up with a well-renowned ladies' man. I speak of Jason Derulo. Did you do that when you met him?
I did.
Let's check it out.
Check it out. I am sitting with none other than Jason Derulo. Thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, well, thank you for having me, Zoe.
It is such a pleasure. You've travelled a long way for this interview.
Yes, I have.
Now, your new album, Future History, can you tell me a bit about your influences and what has inspired this album?
It basically represents where I've come from. I mean, it's been a long road to get to where I am today, and I feel like right now, today is the bridge between where I've come from and where I see myself going in the future.
You've come from, I mean, you started at 5, is that right?
Yeah, I started singing and dancing at 5.
And you were writing tracks for big artists by the time you were, is it 16? What's that like, bridging the gap from writing for other artists and then writing and singing the songs yourself?
I never really wanted to write for other artists. I've actually always wanted to be the person delivering the message. It kind of happened by mistake. Let me tell you what happened. I was just trying to formulate a demo, and I was trying to work with all these producers, but they were not trying to work with me because basically I was a no-name. So I posed as a songwriter. I'm like, hey, how about we write a song for this person? How about we write a song for this person? And they were like, okay, yeah. So it made like producers want to work with me more. And then those songs just started to get placed, oddly enough.
You've collaborated with one of my favorite artists, Lil Wayne. Written for, in fact, and Birdman, right?
Yeah.
What is that like to be able to write these vocals for all of these different artists? What is that like to hear your words through these people?
It's really cool. I mean, especially when I was younger and I was a kid and I was actually in school and I got to work with these people. I mean, it was really cool to tell the girls, hey, I wrote that song.
They'll be like, yeah, right, Jason.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly
You're
how
like,
they were.
just wait, give me 5 years.
Yeah, I'm like, well, just look at the credits, you know, and then they see my name, they be like, oh, you weren't lying, you weren't lying. Yeah, no, I wasn't lying.
Who do you want to collaborate with? Because people are doing a lot of duets.
I just did a collaboration with Demi Lovato on her album.
Fab.
Yeah, it's called Together, and you know, I think, you know, the sky's the limit. I'm actually gonna start doing a little bit more of that. You know, now that I've released my second album, I feel like, you know, people will start to get to know me a little more, and I feel like now is a good time where I can start to do more of that. Jason,
you're only 22, but you have achieved so much. I mean, what is next for you? Are you going to act, write for other musicians, produce new talent? I mean, what else is there for you to do?
Literally all of the above, but next on the plate is I have a record label, and you know, we've just signed some really amazing artists, and I'll, you know, develop them and develop their albums, and then shortly after the course of Future History has been run, then I'll probably do some movies, dive into some movies.
It Girl, huge track here. So do these girls, the It Girls, do they have to be famous, or are they actually like the girls at home? Could they be an It Girl too?
The girls at home will probably more likely be my It Girl, I would say.
Really?
I guess, you know, they only talk about the people that are famous. I mean, if they see me with Julie down the street, they don't really...
But I want to talk about Julie. Who's next door neighbor Julie? That's not interesting.
They take the picture of me and Julie, and then they just cut Julie out.
And they'll put in Jordan Sparks. Is that how it works?
Pretty much.